Hi, Fifi. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you, Levy?
I've been doing great. I missed you, by the way.
Yeah, it's some good time.
We've been talking, forgiving and forgetting in relationships. Yeah.
Mm,
Why
mm.
is it easy for someone to forgive but they never forget? Because it's really annoying as to why I would do something and you
Mm.
forgive me, then you bring it up again, like after like 6 months, and you're like, "Chovola nyarudi wakola boti." My God.
Because memories are part of us.
I
You
know.
still have your childish memories, I bet.
Yes, I do.
And you know that forgiveness is a choice, don't
Mm,
you?
mm,
So I may choose to forgive you,
mm.
but it is not so much in my choice to forget what happened.
Okay.
Especially if you keep on bringing back the same memories of the same things you keep on doing.
Like I cheated once, I've cheated the second time.
Uh-huh.
Mm,
And then actually sometimes what happens is that we may forgive and it
mm,
was about cheating, and then you do something wrong that is not actually cheating,
mm.
but I take you back and I'm like, even the other time, that's why you even cheat.
Exactly.
I bet that's where the challenge comes from.
Yes.
So we have to draw some lines here
Mm,
because memories are always events that are in our past that we have an attachment, an emotional attachment to.
mm.
So when you hurt someone, they get a trigger in their emotions, and it is an attachment to them.
Okay.
So you realize that they keep that in them, and in case they have not healed completely about that scenario,
Mm.
even if it is not you and it is someone else, in Buganda they sent yalumu omusota ne bwalaba muguwa yekanga.
Mm.
So that is where you find sentences like abasajja bonna be bamu, abakazi bonna be bamu.
Mm.
Someone was hurt by someone, but then they still carry that hurt into the next events that come on.
Mm.
So for you to truly forgive actually something, it doesn't really mean that you have forgotten what happened, but what happens is that you cease to attach feelings and emotions to the scenario. You
Okay.
know, you
Mm.
accept what happened and you basically choose not to live in the bondage of that guilt or that shame or that thing that happened.
Don't you think that is like that affects our relationship even the more?
Now, what we need to understand as people in relationships is that because it's about a choice, we
Mm.
cannot make a one size fits all shoe that Fiona will forgive you the same way and forget, Levy will do it the same way. We may be in a relationship where a woman easily gets over it and she actually plays it cool, but the man doesn't, or vice versa.
Mm.
So it becomes an issue and it's actually hurting when you have really forgotten about something. You did it wrong, but you have chosen to move on and you're not going back to it. And then your fiancé or your spouse brings it back again. So
Mm.
it's a very big issue. But to both of us, we need to understand that forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting.
Yes.
Yes, Jesus forgave us our sins, but we basically, the ones who are forgiven, get back always and say, "Oh Jesus, I wasn't worthy. How did you bring me close to you?" Don't we?
Mm. Mm. Yeah,
So
sure.
as
We do.
people, yeah, as people in relationships, we need to understand that if someone has forgiven you, you need to give them that space to get healed of what happened, and you cannot dictate how they are going to go through the healing process.
Or even how long it's going to take. Yes.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
what you have control over is the response.
Mm.
So now for you, Levy, who is in a relationship with me and you hurt me, if you really hurt me and you know it was a scenario that was hurting, you can't control my response to the entire situation.
Okay.
So
As we.
forgive
Mm.
yourself.
Mm.
Forgive yourself and then give the other person time to heal through it.
And watch yourself as well. Miseje mibiji okola. Eh?
Exactly.
Hey.
This whole business of forgive me today, forgive me tomorrow,
Hey.
forgive me the other day should cease. Levy, if I forgive you today, sobiddamu.
Exactly. Naye nsobola okuddamu ekirala.
Bw'okola ekirala, you trigger emotions.
I know.
To remind me of the attachment of
Okay.
what you really did.
Okay, baby. Thanks, Fifi, for sharing all that.
Yeah.
Enjoy your lovely night with your lovely
you,
husband. I hope you forgive and forget as well.
Forgiving is not forgetting. Forgiving is a choice. And my response to forget or not to forget is in my control, not in your control.
It's up to you, eh?
Yes.
Okay, then have a blessed night.
Have a good night.